Oh, good afternoon. It's Kate and I'm in the nest. It's gradually getting a bit tidier. And unlike yesterday, I am actually in the right mind to actually sit down and work on a project. And of course, it's a new project, but I hinted about it a little while ago. So, quite excited because I've been gathering, and ironically, this is what I've gathered. And I don't know why I say ironically, but see, the colours that Kate is doing is changing quite regularly now. So let's unbury this and go to here. So I've showed you this feed sack, and I think I've folded it probably about 4 different ways so far. And I'm so glad that I didn't commit, because I had this on the bottom, I had it under, etc. And now I've decided that these 3 patches need to be the hero of the pouch. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is also have this patch showing proudly on the back. I haven't stitched it together at all. It leaves me with not the biggest amount here, but when I think I shared with you, I want to be putting my beautiful, buried, these sorts of treasures in it. And I'm thinking that many of these pieces, it won't be the end of the world if they stick out a bit like that. In fact, I think that's glorious. So this is like a treasure pouch that I will look at. And so yeah, it's not so much a project pouch, this one. It's a reflection of, I can't get over those, that beautiful happy mail. So that's what I've decided on. So that's a big major thing so far, and I've got to work out a way of delineating that. In fact, I've got an idea. I came across this, and I don't know whether I tea dyed this or whether it came from someone else. I don't really use these, I don't know, forgive me if I'm wrong, but they're sort of more French style. But I'm thinking that might be worth auditioning somewhere. So I'm going to show you my bits first, but I'm not going to use that side. I would be using this side. This one popped up again, and because it's been such a staple of my vintage pieces, this blouse that I think I've shown you came from New York and had the gathering in it already, divine, but was in the local op shop. So some of that, and then I found a little bit of Mum's half slip, the gift that keeps on giving. So I suppose what I'm doing, I better check. I'm hoping that this new setup, sorry everyone, I just have to check that, yeah, you can still see me. Multiple textures, I'm thinking, because we've got, and I've said this before, I love that idea. They're not all going here, I'm just gathering them. That you feel with your fingers, a little bit of this crochet doily around the outside bit that I've used a lot this year. I think these came from the lovely Amelia in Tasmania, and if they didn't, I'm sorry. I might have bought them, but I think they're from Amelia. I thought I haven't used many buttons. I found this little remnant of the $1 tea towel with the beautiful pink here, probably not going to use, it's like it's a little windmill, I think. So actually, let's make this a corner here. I've done I've got some of the beautiful vintage lace that I got from in my Happy Mail. And I'm not going to cut that yet, but I think if I could use, that was from Chelsea. I was thinking now, Chelsea One Socks. And then this one, look at, I was just going through my stash. How could this beauty be only $2? Given away so that we can use it and share it. This actually reminds me of Missy, and Missy's channel is Missy Made This. She shows her work when they're finished, and they're incredibly beautiful. She's got, yeah, just if you haven't checked her out, zip over. So I haven't even processed what I'm going to do with this, but I'm just thinking that this bit of cutaway or whatever it is will go with this story. And that's probably, I've got some randoms. I've got a little bit of that I've used on other projects. It might be a little bit green, but hey, we're going vintage style. Some cream. I bought that down, but no. So the rules that Kate's setting for herself is that I also want to use cream embroidery and a lot of this ecru colour in the cotton. So that's the little nest. There's a nest that I could have pulled them out. Oh, I've got some other things over here. Got some ideas. That's the scallop of a really dirty, well, not dirty, but rusted. In fact, let's just pull. Oh, gosh, that made a good sound. Just pull a little bit of that off. And I also, that's right, I did fill this nest up. There's Christina's vintage on that. Ooh, I love my bags. That's a favourite that you've seen a few times. And this, I was thinking this is completely not done. And I would like to do some embroidery, but not in the traditional, because I think these are daffodils. Like I needed them at the beginning of Roxy's Journal of Stitchery. I sort of like that this is, it might be too creamy. Okay, so I'm not going to cut that now, but okay. What are we going to do? Well, over here, I've got one needle threaded with, and oh, yes, I had another needle threaded and that's just fallen off. Oh goodness, now I can't pick the needle up. So how is everyone? I'm hoping you're having a lovely weekend, or have had one, or if you're midweek, that's the other thing. So I've got that, and I've got this thread. And let's just start some stitching. But we're not going to put all of those there. We're just going to I'm wondering about actually marking. Oh, I can remember that. I can remember that. Okay. I think this used to mark the other end, so let's put that there. I'll put that there. Yeah, I'm really happy with these proportions. Raggy there, hero, hero, hero. Telling its own story. So I feel like now that we know that, we can start to do a bit of, I'd almost like to pin that there, because I'd like to leave that seam showing. Okay, what are we going to do? I'm going to dance around first. I didn't show you that, but I found that little tiny bit of tatting that might look nice there. So usually what I do is if I use something on the back, I'll repeat it on the front. Now that my camera is higher, it's a bit harder to audition, but let's go with this. The other thing that I couldn't find, because I think it's in my Betty quilt nest, I'd like to use my cardigan with the beading on it and have that be echoed with some beading by myself, because I've been promising that for a while and I haven't done any since coming back from Bella's workshop at the Green Door. I'm going to calm these stitches down because now I'm remembering I haven't got wool. But hopefully by using this ecru a lot, I mean, that's very bold for me. I don't know. But I love the texture and the folds and the stitching. As I talked about Bella then, I thought of the Green Door, and yes, we have an open studio this week. So what's going to be in my Green Door studio bag? I'm starting to think already. What's an excitement factor? All right, let's keep this thread going and see. I just feel like I need a curve. Something like that. Have we got a theme? We've got cream. This is like leaves and grapes. This, I love, 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 love this. And you know, there's still pieces of it going. Then I've got the white, might be too much. And I want the feed sac to still feature. So I'm sort of doing a patchwork. Yep, that you can feel. All right, that's what we can do. I want to try out some embroidery in that anchor. Is it anchor? This wool. It's got a specialer name than that. Appleton? Oh, there's the stab that you need to hear. I'm close to another stab there. Try and tuck it in a bit. So this is my second video of the day, and I know that some of you watch all my sorts of videos, and some just watch sew stitching and some just watch journaling, but I'm delighted that I filmed my second prompt for the collaboration. So that's sort of done in terms of the formal program, and my Christmas journal is virtually done. It's feeling chunky. It's got lots of little bits of people that have been very kind to me this year with either being gifted or purchased special things. And we're running out of, just better make sure I'm not sticking that together now. So I'll just go over here. Just tuck that down there. Like that. Okay. I'll do an extra stitch. Oh. Oh my goodness. Okay. Pinks, reds. Oh, I've got. Oh gosh, the soundtrack of my videos, honestly. That's because I've got all this junk just stacked underneath my toes. All right, so remember that the join is up there. That means almost. Oh, oh. Oh goodness me. So I did have, before we go to the ecru, I've got this lovely pink out of the little woolly. So someone asked me, and I forgot to put the name. It's Spun Right Round. It's actually out of New York. Love New York. In fact, that's why I love that material. I didn't buy it there, but it just makes me happy to think of it. All right, could we start? Shall we just experiment? I mean, this is hard. It's not easy cotton to embroider. So maybe I should have thought more about that. I'm actually thinking that this has got a flower on it. What's this like to embroider? Oh, hard. Look at me busting to do something and can't find the right. Okay. What if we do a little bit of this scallopy? Under there. I don't really want it to come in half. I'd prefer it in thirds, so a little bit out like that. And I'm going to start under here. My favourite, let's use the holes that are there already. I'll just go up and down this. Oh, that's harder. I wonder if I've got the right sort of needle again. Okay, do we go over the top? We're going to. Oh. Wish me luck, everyone. Oh, oh. it's the old stab, and hope you find some. Oh, we did. We found some way to come back up. Big stitch there, but that doesn't matter in this style. Oh, fading in. I'll take that one out of there. Nearly there. Okay, this may not be as much fun as I had thought. I'm going to try and get down under that. I thought about not using variegated, but I thought that can be the pop of unexpected, because this has got some blue in it and neon. Gosh, at this rate I'll be still making one flower 10 minutes later. No, we're okay now. Pretty soon I'm going to sort of make a bit of a shout out list, because So many of you are so sweet and loyal and kind and virtually comment on every single one of my videos and do not think it goes unnoticed. I was about to start then and I thought, no, I will forget somebody. So and I've looked at the fast and easy way of answering comments because there's an automatic thing, but I just can't do it. And I don't even go down the list because you can't put little smileys and hearts. So that's the reason I haven't answered everyone yet. Okay, this is going to be a one flower show. Okay, so there we are. That's tough on top, and to go through that cotton as well. But we do have a little flower there that sort of starts to set the tone. And I'm feeling happy about that so far. Okay, so thinking our diagonals, we've got those roughly. I've got my piece of tatting that if I don't pin that, it might go astray. So it's about honouring all these pieces. I've also got this, which is this muslin. Is that what it's called? That I tie-dyed. Not tie-dyed, tea-dyed. It came out a bit tie-dyed, that's why. I'm using it on my little vintage gifty bag, and I like. So you wonder if that could make like a little, yeah, I didn't intend that, but it's gathered up. Wouldn't that be nice, like a little frill of a blouse type effect? There. We could just bring it up over a little way. I think probably just to there. Yep. And the other main thing that we'll do is have a real feature here. So we've got diagonals, not that that's a feature, but this piece is quite pale. Then we've got this piece to do. I'm so excited. So what if we use some of this? Is that in lengths or? Nope. So how many strands are there? There's 3. I need my little needle threader with the bell on it. And it's still out with last night's stitching. Okay. Can leave this little tie out a bit, do a double stitch. And that's Cantha. go over the front. We'll just keep that deliberately gathered. The weight of this, I wish you were here to feel. And I imagine if you're in the States, you get to feel this more often than we do in Australia. Look at that accidental ombre. I'll just do one more. One more row, make a 3. I'm feeling that this one may not have as many flowers as my work usually has. I just let the textures speak for themselves and have it all about that contrast. And see, I like that because I haven't used wool, but it's just going to, you know, appear. I mean, there's an idea. Well, we could, I could satin stitch around there and make that more obvious, the hole. And it wouldn't show, like, isn't that a great secret? The gift that keeps on giving. You open this and look at those. So it's been patched, and I think I knew that, but I love that they're the original holes that cause those squares. So just the tiniest little bit there. I feel like there's something more that we could do. And it may be just a, oh, here we go. I was going to say it might be just a playing around with bits, which it could be. Could I tuck this way? Or I think I've said before, I don't like to put anything all the way down in case I end up wanting to tuck something in. Now this is nylon lace. I don't usually use that, but that's because it's belonged to my mum. And that was what they had. I'm liking that too. I can put some flowers down there and some more stitching. If I have the tatting here, oh. Okay, I need pink. I've got that too. I know Judy would say, don't, Kate, that one's too bright. But there'll have to be a little bit of fringy. Bit of black. Well, it's not black, it's blue. Let's see if we can just do the lucky dip. I love that. I don't want to waste it. Have I got a needle? Yeah. Where's the bit I just cut? Oh, truly. Now, I don't want to get rid of all that puff. So maybe we'll use, yeah, I sort of don't want to lose that edge. You know I'm making this up, don't you? I'm truly just sharing with you as I think, and it's my favourite thing to do. I love the weight in my hands, honestly. Okay, now Kate, you've gone down too far there. And I may have to stitch the pouch together there. That's okay. That little black tail might leave out a bit more, and I'll cut it. So I want to go up, and then I want some obvious, like either blanket or satin or a stitch that we can see. Yeah, I think we can start there. I'm using the crochet to tell me where to go, and it's actually going to curve, which makes me very happy because we might be able to actually tuck that in under there. So not much variation in the pink coming out at this point, which is absolutely fine. Yeah, so I think we'll just take it right to the edge. See, I got too excited. It'll be covered, I think. I'm going to leave that out for the moment. I don't know how I'll end up resolving that, but I'll just do an extra stitch here. we go. So it might be that that comes, I tear that. For the moment, I don't know, so I'm going to leave that there like that, and we'll work out whether we put something else over the top to join, etc. All right, I think I have had a lovely time slow stitching with you. I hope that you've enjoyed that little glimpse into starting a new vintage pouch that is going to celebrate texture, multimedia, and just all the things that we love about working with vintage pieces. Thank you so much for watching. There's my token. I don't think we'll use that. Token tidy of the nest. We may use those things. That might be too pink. See, I don't want to stop, but I have to. So until next time, please stay well and take care. This is Kate in the Nest. Bye.